from the North Shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the San Francisco Giants and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Barry Bonds makes his big league debut right after this. Dan Wiggins is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. And now a pitch on the way. And we are underway from the Steel City as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately from top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice, pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Wiggins, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch to contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Next to bat for the Giants, Willie Mays. He put together an amazing 5-for-5 performance yesterday afternoon. He's set, and the pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Barry Bonds. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Francisco. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Madison Bumgarner, a lefty from North Carolina, against the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, this guy was really good in his last one. Earned the win in his last start, pitching into the 8th inning. We'll see if he can give them another strong start in this one.
Up next for the Buccos, Christian Brummett, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, Dero, to get a sweep, a 3-game sweep on the road. They've won the first 2, looking to put a bow on this one here.
Yeah, to win 3 on the road, Dan, significantly difficult in today's game. You try and take care of business at home. This would be huge for this team.
Outside, 3-0 now. Bumgarner, a 6'5" left-hander. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. 3-2 now.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Standing in, Randy Wiggins, and as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Brummett on at first, nobody out. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now. And he'll snap one over to first. And the runner will get back standing. The 1-2 is a slider that can't catch the outside.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Nobody out, runner on first. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Roberto Clemente. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which sits 3rd best in the National League. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. None out. Runners at first and second. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Check swing. The appeal down to Earl Hendricks at third. No swing. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses inside 1-0. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Wiggins has proven to be one of the best hitting pitchers around. Get this, his average up over 300.
This is the classic case of the modern-day ball player right there. You can have the batting average if your OPS is north of 800.
2-0 now. Runners are at first and second with one away. 3-0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
3-0 pitch. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Stepping in, Christopher Wiggins. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
From the stretch. On the ground for Crawford. This could be 2. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. But they will not have a shot at 2. He's safe at first, and that will plate our opening marker of the ball game.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Stepping up now, Edward Arnold, and the Pirates trying to make this first inning even more productive here. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he's back in standing. Bumgarner sets. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
Not close. It's 2-0.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball. The 3-1 is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a 3-run shot to left center, number 11 for him on the season, as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0.
Yeah, these guys came into this game with a plan, and they've executed it really well at the dish. They've been very aggressive, and that aggressiveness has put them up by 4 early on. What a great start.
Into the box now, Curtis Wiggins. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The average right at 280 coming in. 8 home runs and 28 RBIs. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Looking at his career totals, Wiggins sitting under 300, but not by a lot. And as pitchers go, that's really an impressive number.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Pirates are up 5-0 now.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Into the box, Bart Wiggins. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Holiday corrals it, and that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. Second inning coming up from PNC Park. It's the Pirates 5 and the Giants nothing. Leading off the inning, Josh Mayer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
So many things run through a pitcher's mind in this situation. When your offense gives you a big lead, you know you got to pot commit and get aggressive with that fastball. You got a smile on your face because you have the lead, but you want to continue to attack and try and stay in this game as long as possible.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. High pop up. Wiggins has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Here's Melky Cabrera, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brummett has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting 7, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Here's a little chopper to the right side. To his left, Wiggins. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Dan Wiggins, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Mays has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. Guys, we have to focus on one of the best defenders in all the sport at any position. That's Brandon Crawford. This guy's got some of the softest hands in the game and a rocket arm.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Christian Brummett. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. Bounce it to the left side. On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Digging in to try it again, Randy Wiggins. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And Panik will make the catch, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Been a nice day for baseball so far from Pittsburgh as we're back for the start of the third from PNC Park. At the plate, Brian Holiday, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 0-1, here it comes. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Standing in now, Madison Bumgarner, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way. Line drive to left. Wiggins is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
In now, Evan Longoria, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Here's a look over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. And another throw over. Runner back safely. Here's Joe Panic as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. The 0-1 delivery. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
That's a good but risky take there. On 0-2, some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Loop down towards short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Giants leave one. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Striding in once again, Roberto Clemente. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and one strike. And that misses 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. The 2-2 pitch is fouled away. The 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. So one gone in the inning now, and it's time to check out the standings in the National League West as you take a look at where the Giants find themselves entering play here today. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Tyler Wiggins. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. The 1-1. Chopped weakly to the left. And that's the second out.
Up next for Pittsburgh, left fielder, Christopher Wiggins.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christopher Wiggins. Bumgarner has his sign. First pitch on the way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Here it comes. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cabrera on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Willie Mays, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Center fielder, Willie Mays.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
And another foul ball. The next 0-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Great job to lay off that pitch after fouling off so many previous to it. I got to believe that pitchers certainly get frustrated in these types of at-bats.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Left side, but well foul.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Stepping in now, Barry Bonds. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Though he was always projected as a future major leaguer, actually getting to stand in for your first big league at-bat is no small feat. You got to think he's really happy to be here, of course. Swing and a ground ball to third. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Barry Bonds has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
A dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed up a little high. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Runner goes for second. Strike taken. The throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Not every catcher can make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath it, so hats off to him on that one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball, ends up splitting the 2 outfielders, bangs up against the wall in right center, and he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Here's Melky Cabrera batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 0-1 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Grounded up the first baseline, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Bucks out in front, 5-0. Ready for another chance. Edward Arnold. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Danny, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
No balls and a strike to count. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. High pop-up. Mayer is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. All right, so time for the Giants' Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who are playing very well in the upper minors. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Curtis Wiggins. First pitch on its way. And this is fouled at the plate. 5 runs, just 2 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, man. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box, Bart Wiggins, as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike 1. Wiggins is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
This is on the ground over to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Standing in now, Brian Holiday. And that misses, ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Heading out towards shallow right. Clemente moves over, and that's the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 40, Madison Bumgarner.
So here now is the pitcher, Madison Bumgarner. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. Now a bunt attempt here, and this will be swept away in foul territory, and we'll see if they try the bunt again. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Third baseman, number 7, Evan Longoria.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Evan Longoria. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run home run for Evan Longoria, number 13 for him on the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
That was a mistake with location, and he drove it out of here. I can't overstate how important this home run is, folks. It's not just the 2 runs. It's what he does to the guys in the dugout. 5-0 seems pretty desperate, but 5-2 is doable. That changed the whole feel of this game.
Here's Joe Panik. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Wiggins has it in his sights, and that ends the inning. Bye-bye, baby. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Middle of the afternoon here at PNC Park. It's the Pirates 5 and the Giants 2. And Now it's the Pirates pitcher, Dan Wiggins. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
The windup and the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. So far this year against Southpaws, Wiggins has a batting average in the low 100s, but as a pitcher, there's not much shame in that.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Into the box now, Christian Brummett. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A 2-0 count to the Bucs center fielder.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
3-0 to him now. Pitch on the way. And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Ready for another shot now. Randy Wiggins, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Bonds. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Pirates, and it remains 5-2. Ready once again, Willie Mays. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Willie Mays.
First offering on its way. And it's fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Looking to send him packing again. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Stepping in now, Barry Bonds. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hard hit ball to short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Josh Mayer, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now a move over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Bonds stands at first with 1 out. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. Once more a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. And yet another throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
There's a drive out to left center field. The relay throw to third, but he's in there as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game.
Wow, with 1 out, and he clutches up with an RBI triple, which is his 2nd hit of the game. So he's starting to put together a pretty big game here.
Standing in now, Melky Cabrera, as he'll take a look at his strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Wiggins comes up with it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Striding in once again, Brandon Crawford. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And there's ball 1.
Playing 11, 1-1.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Ripped down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Weekly hit to third. Wiggins is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Pirates 5 and the Giants 4. Ready for another chance? Roberto Clemente.
Right fielder, Roberto
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And a fastball just a bit high. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this one misses now to the Pirate right fielder. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Digging in once again, Tyler Wiggins. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Fastball that just misses inside. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he's back easily. The 2-0 on the way. He's running. Line hard toward right center. And nobody home. A perfect hit and run knock. Throwing to second. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
Might have had the hit and run on right there because he was definitely moving on the pitch, so he's able to cruise home all the way from first after the guy at the plate does his job and gets good one on a pitch for a double.
Now here's the Giants manager making that slow walk to the mound. And that's going to do it here today for Madison Bumgarner. Just 5 innings of work for him here as he really never found his rhythm in this one.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Giants, number 60, Hunter Strickland.
In now, Christopher Wiggins. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year. They double him up. It's 8-4.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Edward Arnold will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. First delivery to him on the way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. And a neck-high fastball that time. 3 runs already home here. And he misses 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Got him to slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Curtis.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Curtis Wiggins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lays off 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. And as we check out our Pittsburgh Pirate leaderboard, you can see that he currently sits second best on the team in that category. Ready for another shot now, Bart Wiggins. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Here comes the 1-0. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. And there he goes towards second. This is skied into short left center. Mays moving in, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Well, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
Digging in to try it again, Dan Wiggins. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. And hit here could really fire up that dugout.
And on the error, a run is going to score. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Stepping in now, Christian Brummett, as he'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1. No hits to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
There goes the runner. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
He picked a good pitch to run on at that time, and it really paid off. A changeup down in the zone is a really tough pitch for the guy behind the plate to catch and throw on, so he didn't stand much of a chance there.
Short, hit hard. Crawford on the slide. The throw. Great stab, but they extend their lead as the runner comes around to score. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. The Pirates are able to add on to their lead, and after a long dry spell, the good times are back again in the Steel City. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Leading off the inning, Brian Holiday, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And he misses with it, 1-1. 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Grounder down the line at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Giant center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Lifted in the air to center field. Brummett moves over. He's got it one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
The last at bat, Nettie D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He works 6 1/3, mostly forgettable innings, but he will leave with the lead in his pocket. Mike Christian comes on to pitch from bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. In there, strike one. High fastball is in there. Way outside. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Line drive to left. Wiggins is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, second baseman, Joe Panic.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Panic. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Brummett is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for San Francisco, and that's not what they needed, down 10-4. Yusmeiro Petit enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Yusmeiro Petit.
Stepping up now, Randy Wiggins. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Randy Wiggins.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Here it comes on 0-2. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
That's a great job of holding up right there. You have 2 strikes on you. You're trying to protect the plate. It's difficult to not get super aggressive at the plate.
The 1-2. Fouled away.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
Now batting, right fielder.
Up next for the Buccos, Roberto Clemente. He's set. Here it comes. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Here's the 0-1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Holiday is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Clemente is retired. 2 down now.
Third baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Wiggins. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First offering on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're up comfortably, however. It's 10-4. So in now for San Francisco, Willie Mays, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expected to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Here comes the first pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Wiggins moves over, makes the play, 1 away. Pirates lead this one in front of the home crowd here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. You should get a look at our line score to this point in the contest. Now the Giants' #4 batter, Barry Bonds. And with 2 hits on the day, he's got to feel really good about contributing in his first day in the show.
Yeah, he's had a great day at the plate, Matty. He's got a chance to get 3 knocks in this one. Whatever happens, it's gravy right now.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
First baseman number 17, Josh Mayer.
Next to bat for the Giants, Josh Mayer. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike.
I'm shocked he was even able to foul that one away. Now he's got to set his sights back over the heart of the plate and maybe be ready for something inside.
Hit down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Set to deal on 2-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. And that's not what they needed, down 10-4. Ready to take his hacks again, Christopher Wiggins, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Now batting, catcher, Edward Arnold.
Now in the box, Edward Arnold. He's set and the pitch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Wiggins gets his lead at first, nobody out. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
The 2-2. Runners on the move for second. Heading out towards shallow right. Bonds has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Now batting, the shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
So stepping in, Curtis Wiggins. He singled his last time up. Has a look, now the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Love the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Into the box, Bart Wiggins, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Last time through was a base hit. Now the 1-0 gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Runners are at second and third with one down. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Cabrera going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And the second run will score as well.
Always nice to get some run production from the bottom of your order, right? That double brings in 2 runs, and the top of the order is coming up here. This could really be a big inning.
Standing in now, Mike Christian, line down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Ball 1. Takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Line toward the gap in left center. That's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
That's center fielder number 27, Christian Drummond.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Christian Drummond. Here comes the first pitch. High and deep to left center field. Mays going back on it at the track, the wall. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 2-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him as the blowout continues. Now to the plate, Randy Wiggins. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Line to the right side. Bonds is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Roberto Clemente.
In now, Roberto Clemente. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Cabrera's there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. We've played 8 full. Pittsburgh leads this one 15-4. Here's Melky Cabrera, and to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt, and I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Now batting,
a reminder not to touch that remote after we're through, as you'll see full highlights of the ball game this afternoon exclusively right here on the show. Now at the plate, Brandon Crawford. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. At the knees, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Wiggins over to his left. Throw on to first is in time, and the Giants are down to their final out now.
catcher, Brian Holiday.
Digging in, Brian Holiday. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And now this crowd, announced at around 33,000, come to their feet. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
Last strike here for the Giants. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
15-4 in the final in this one. Pittsburgh get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Dan Wiggins earned his 5th win of the year. Madison Bumgarner was hit hard to the tune of 7 earns. He takes the loss. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. A reminder that extra tea service to the South Hills is available across the bridge at either the Wood Street or Gateway Center stations. 33F West busway buses are also available with service to Carnegie, Bell, Crafton, and Sheridan stations. Also, return trips to Station Square on the Gateway Clipper fleet are available outside the stadium for 1/2 hour after the final tip.